While the pharmaceutical industry continues to profit billions from drugs like Metformin, nature quietly holds powerful secrets that could revolutionize blood sugar control. What would you say if you discovered there is a group of 10 powerful, readily accessible natural ingredients that could reduce your glucose levels by up to 89% in just 1 week? It may seem impossible, but science is finding that some natural alternatives are as effective, or more so, than traditional diabetes medications. With the first ingredient, you could naturally reduce your blood sugar levels and drastically decrease your dependence on diabetes medications with this powerful ancient Indian extract. The second ingredient, a vital nutrient for restoring insulin sensitivity and reducing hormonal resistance, will start to completely transform your metabolism. Scientists have found that the third ingredient, an ancient seed, continuously reduces blood sugar and also naturally burns abdominal fat in diabetics with very slow metabolism. The fourth ingredient is a natural compound that lowers blood sugar as effectively as any conventional medication without severe side effects. The little explored spice by diabetics, revealed as the fifth ingredient on our list, is capable of reducing continuous glucose spikes and improves your insulin sensitivity naturally day by day. Did you know that a lesser-known Asian fruit has the potential to reduce blood sugar and activate your cells to process glucose as when you were young? Well, this fruit is our sixth ingredient. The seventh ingredient is actually an essential mineral that every diabetic should use every day for the rest of their lives, as it enhances the effect of insulin like never before seen. The power of a specific powerful antioxidant, which is our eighth ingredient, reverses nerve damage caused by diabetes and reduces pain within a few weeks. The ninth ingredient is a natural liquid present in almost all homes, yet few diabetics intentionally use it to reduce post-meal sugar and speed up their metabolism to burn a lot of stubborn fat. The 10th ingredient is an essential mineral that increases insulin effectiveness and drastically reduces sugar cravings. What you're about to discover in the next few minutes could completely change your relationship with diabetes. These natural solutions have already helped thousands of people regain control of their health in a 100% natural way, without the adverse effects brought by metformin such as stomach problems, nausea, stomach cramps, sudden diarrhea, leaving you extremely tired all day. And as if that weren't enough, it also reduces your vitamin B12 levels, causing tingling in your hands or feet and leaving you feeling confused. This video will be like a key to free you from these terrible side effects. We deserve to have vitality and energy until the end of our lives, and only nature can deliver this, my friend. With this first ingredient, you can naturally reduce your blood sugar levels and drastically decrease your dependence on diabetes medications with this powerful ancient Indian extract. A plant so powerful that its name literally means sugar destroyer. Gymnema sylvestre is not just another herb. It carries with it millennia of Ayurvedic medicinal wisdom, revered in India as one of the most effective solutions for those battling diabetes. This extraordinary vine, which grows in the tropical forests of India and parts of Africa, has a unique feature that makes it truly special. When you chew its leaves, something amazing happens. You temporarily lose the ability to taste sweetness. Imagine the impact this can have for someone trying to control their glucose. But the real power of Gymnema sylvestre goes beyond this curiosity. Its active compounds, mainly gymnemic acid, work like true warriors within our body. They not only help reduce sugar absorption in the intestine, but also, and this is really impressive, can help regenerate beta cells in the pancreas, those responsible for insulin production. For those living with diabetes, this is like finding a hidden treasure. The way Gymnema acts in the body is fascinating. Its molecules have a structure similar to that of glucose, which allows them to occupy sugar receptors in the intestine, naturally reducing glucose absorption. It's like creating a natural barrier, preventing sugar from entering the bloodstream in large amounts. For those considering incorporating this natural wonder into their routine, there are several options available. The most common form is the standardized extract in capsules, with typical doses ranging between 200 to 400 milligrams, taken before main meals. Some people prefer tea made from dried leaves, although the concentration of active compounds can vary in this format. Scientific studies have shown promising results. A study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology demonstrated that participants who took 400 milligrams of Gymnema sylvestre extract daily for 90 days exhibited a significant reduction in blood sugar levels, both fasting and postprandial. Another fascinating study showed that the herb could reduce cravings for sweets by up to 50%. This is truly impressive, we have to agree. It's important to note that like any powerful natural supplement, Gymnema sylvestre should be used with awareness. People who are already taking diabetes medications should consult their doctor before starting to use it, as it can enhance the effects of the medications, causing a very sharp drop in blood sugar. A valuable tip for those wanting to try: start with smaller doses and observe how your body reacts. Some people report impressive results in the first few weeks, especially in reducing cravings for sweets. It's as if the body starts to relearn its relationship with sugar. And speaking of relearning the relationship with sugar, there is another equally fascinating natural component that has caught the attention of the scientific community for its ability to regulate not just blood sugar, but other important aspects of metabolism. With the second ingredient, which is a vital nutrient for restoring insulin sensitivity and reducing hormonal resistance, your metabolism will begin to be completely transformed. When it comes to natural regulation of blood sugar, few nutrients are as intriguing as inositol. This compound, sometimes referred to as vitamin B8, though it is technically not a vitamin, is one of the most fascinating discoveries in the field of natural diabetes control and metabolic health. Inositol acts like a conductor within our cells, coordinating a series of vital processes. Naturally present in foods such as citrus fruits, whole grains, and legumes, this compound has a remarkable feature. It helps our cells respond better to insulin, acting like a molecular translator that improves communication between insulin and the cells. But here's something few people know. There are different forms of inositol, with the most studied being myo-inositol and D-chiroinositol. It's like having two brothers working together. While one mainly aids in insulin sensitivity, the other more specifically acts on glucose storage. For those dealing with diabetes, this dynamic duo can be a true gift from nature. The mechanism of action of inositol in glycemic control is particularly interesting. Imagine your cells as little houses with specific locks for insulin. Inositol functions like oil that lubricates these locks, making it easier for insulin to open the door and allow glucose to enter the cells. This results in lower blood sugar levels and a more balanced metabolism. For women living with diabetes, inositol holds an extra surprising benefit. It has proven extremely effective in treating polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, a condition often associated with insulin resistance. Studies show that supplementation with myo-inositol can help regularize menstrual cycles and improve fertility in women with PCOS. As for dosage, the most promising studies use a combination of myo-inositol and D-chiroinositol in a 40-to-1 ratio, which is the same found naturally in the body. A typical daily dose varies between 2 to 4 grams of myo-inositol, divided into 2 doses. For those who prefer food sources, a cup of cantaloupe or orange provides approximately 500 milligrams of inositol. It is fascinating to note how inositol works in synergy with other nutrients. For example, when combined with chromium, its effects on insulin sensitivity seem to be enhanced. It's like a metabolic orchestra, where each component has its specific role, but together they create something even more powerful. However, it is important to mention some precautions. People with kidney issues should consult their doctor before starting supplementation, as inositol is processed by the kidneys. Additionally, some people may experience mild side effects such as nausea or headaches when beginning supplementation, which usually decrease over time since it is natural and not chemical. And speaking of powerful natural supplements for diabetes control, there is an ancient spice that has amazed researchers with its remarkable ability to regulate blood sugar. Scientists have discovered that the third ingredient is an ancient seed that continuously reduces blood sugar and naturally burns abdominal fat in diabetics with very slow metabolism. A plant so valuable it was found in the tombs of Egyptian pharaohs, considered a treasure worthy of accompanying rulers on their journey to eternity. Fenugreek, or Trigonella phenumgrecum for scientists, is not just another spice. It's a true gift from nature for those battling diabetes. Originating from the Mediterranean and Middle East regions, fenugreek has a history spanning over 6,000 years. Its golden seeds, with a characteristic aroma reminiscent of maple syrup, are not just a cherished culinary ingredient in Indian cuisine. They are a powerful natural tool for glycemic control. The secret of fenugreek lies in its active components, mainly a rare amino acid called 4-hydroxyisoleucine. This compound has a remarkable ability. It stimulates the pancreas to produce more insulin, but, and here's the really interesting part, only when blood sugar levels are elevated. It's like having a smart natural regulation system. But the power of this plant goes further. Its soluble fibers, especially galactomannan, form a gel in the intestine that slows the absorption of carbohydrates and sugars. Think of it as a kind of natural brake that helps prevent glucose spikes after meals. For those living with diabetes, this can mean much more stable glycemic control. The versatility of fenugreek is impressive. The seeds can be consumed in various forms. Sprouted, excellent in salads. Ground, perfect for adding to smoothies or yogurt, or in standardized extract capsules. A valuable tip: soaking the seeds overnight not only makes them more digestible, but also enhances their benefits. Also, let me know in the comments if you've ever taken fenugreek and what your results were. For those interested in incorporating fenugreek into their routine, studies suggest that a daily dose of 2 to 5 grams of ground seeds, divided before main meals, can have significant effects on glucose control. A particularly interesting study showed that participants who consumed 10 grams of fenugreek seed powder per day experienced a 25% reduction in fasting blood sugar levels after 2 months. However, as with any powerful natural resource, fenugreek requires some precautions. Pregnant women should avoid its use, as it can stimulate uterine contractions. Additionally, due to its natural anticoagulant effect, people taking blood-thinning medications should consult their doctor before starting to use it. An interesting note: fenugreek can cause your sweat and urine to have a mild maple syrup aroma. Don't be alarmed, it's completely normal and harmless. In fact, this occurs due to the same compounds that make this plant so beneficial for diabetes control. And speaking of powerful natural compounds, there is a fascinating substance extracted from certain plants that has caught the attention of researchers for its effects almost identical to those of metformin. The fourth ingredient is a natural compound that lowers blood sugar as effectively as any conventional medication without severe side effects. When modern science meets ancient Chinese wisdom, extraordinary discoveries occur. Berberine is precisely that, a natural compound that has left researchers in awe due to its impressive ability to control diabetes as effectively as conventional medications. This golden yellow compound, found in plants such as Coptis chinensis, Berberis vulgaris, and Hydrastis canadensis, has been used in traditional Chinese medicine for millennia. But what really caught the scientific community's attention was its striking similarity to metformin in terms of effectiveness in diabetes control. Imagine having access to a natural substance that activates the same metabolic pathway as metformin, the famous AMPK, known as the body's metabolic switch. That's exactly what berberine does. It helps cells use glucose more efficiently, as if it were reprogramming the metabolism to function more optimally. The studies on berberine are truly impressive. A meta-analysis published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology revealed that berberine can reduce fasting blood sugar levels as much as metformin. Even more astonishing, it also helps reduce LDL cholesterol, triglycerides, and promotes weight loss, extra benefits that are very welcome for those dealing with diabetes. The typical effective dose of berberine is 500 milligrams, taken 2 to 3 times a day before meals. A valuable tip: due to its low bioavailability, it is recommended to spread the dose throughout the day, rather than taking it all at once. However, it's crucial to mention some important interactions. Berberine can interact with various medications, including some antibiotics and blood pressure drugs. Moreover, because of its potent effect on reducing blood sugar, people who are already taking diabetes medications should carefully monitor their glycemic levels when starting berberine. A fascinating aspect of berberine is its ability to influence the gut microbiota. Recent studies suggest that part of its benefits in diabetes control may be related to positive changes in intestinal bacteria. It's as if it creates a more favorable environment for healthy metabolism, starting with the gut. To maximize the benefits, some experts recommend cycling berberine. For example, taking it for 8 to 12 weeks, then taking a break for 4 weeks, and then restarting. This can help prevent the body from adapting to the supplement and maintain its effectiveness over time. And speaking of natural resources for diabetes control, there is a common spice likely in your kitchen right now, but but it hides surprising powers when it comes to regulating blood sugar. The spice less explored by diabetics, revealed as the fifth ingredient on our list, is capable of reducing continuous glucose spikes and improving your insulin sensitivity naturally day by day. Who would have thought that the aromatic spice that seasons your favorite dishes could be one of the most powerful allies in diabetes control? But beware, not all cinnamon is the same, and the difference between them can be crucial for your health. Ceylon cinnamon, known as the true cinnamon, is like royalty in the world of spices. Originating from Sri Lanka, formerly Ceylon, it stands out from its more common cousin, cassia, not just for its milder and more complex flavor, but primarily for its unique health benefits and much lower levels of coumarin, a compound that can be harmful to the liver in high doses. What makes Ceylon cinnamon so special for those dealing with diabetes is its impressive ability to mimic insulin. Its active compounds, especially MHCP, methyl hydroxycone polymer, work like little messengers in the body, helping cells absorb glucose more efficiently. It's as if each pinch of cinnamon were a little boost for your metabolism. Researchers have discovered something fascinating. Cinnamon not only helps in the present moment, but also has a memory effect. Studies show that its benefits in glycemic control can last up to 20 days after the last consumption. It's as if it trains your cells to process sugar better, even after you stop consuming it. Incorporating Ceylon cinnamon into your routine can be a delightful experience. Try sprinkling 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon on your breakfast, adding it to your morning smoothie recipe, or mixing it with natural yogurt. A valuable tip: combine cinnamon with good fats, such as olive oil or coconut oil, to improve the absorption of its beneficial compounds. For optimal results in diabetes control, studies suggest a daily dose of 1 to 6 grams of Ceylon cinnamon. A practical way to start the day is to prepare up cinnamon water. Leave a stick of Ceylon cinnamon in water overnight and drink it in the morning. Some people report that this simple practice already makes a noticeable difference in their blood sugar levels. It's important to note that, while cinnamon is generally safe, there are some precautions to consider. People taking anticoagulant medications should consult their doctor, as cinnamon can enhance their effects. Additionally, pregnant women should limit their consumption to normal culinary amounts. An interesting observation: cinnamon can also help reduce cravings for sweets. Some people report that just smelling it diminishes the desire for sugary desserts. It's as if it were a natural hack for controlling sweet cravings. And speaking of foods that seem to have superpowers in diabetes control, there is a peculiar fruit, known for its bitter taste, that has shown surprising results in reducing blood sugar. Did you know that a lesser-known Asian fruit has the potential to reduce blood sugar and activate your cells to process glucose, as when you were young? Well, this fruit is our sixth ingredient. If there's a food that proves that not everything beneficial for health has to taste pleasant, it's bitter melon. Scientifically known as Momordica carrantia, this unique vegetable has a taste that lives up to its name, but its benefits for those living with diabetes are as sweet as honey. Originating from India and popularized across Asia, bitter melon seems to have been sculpted by nature specifically to combat diabetes. Its peculiar appearance, with a wrinkled and uneven surface, conceals compounds so potent that some scientists call it plant insulin. The secret of bitter melon lies in its bioactive components, mainly charantin, polypeptide P, and vicine. These compounds work together like a specialized team. Some help the body produce more insulin, others assist cells in utilizing glucose better, and some even seem to mimic the action of insulin in the body. Studies on bitter melon are particularly intriguing. Research published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology showed that it can reduce blood sugar levels by up to 30% when consumed regularly. Even more impressive, its effects can be noticed both while fasting and after meals. For those willing to try this superfood, there are various ways to prepare it. Fresh juice, although intensely bitter, is considered one of the most effective forms. A valuable tip: mix it with apple juice or add a bit of lemon to soften the flavor. It can also be consumed in capsules, typically 500 to 1,000 milligrams per day, or prepared as a curry Asian style. An interesting way to start is with bitter melon tea. Slice a few thin pieces, boil in water for about 5 minutes, and drink before main meals. Some people report that after a few weeks of regular consumption, they not only notice improvements in glucose levels, but also begin to appreciate its unique taste. However, it's crucial to mention some precautions. Bitter melon is potent, so potent that it can interact with diabetes medications, potentially causing hypoglycemia if not monitored properly. Pregnant women should avoid it completely, as it can stimulate uterine contractions. A fascinating discovery about bitter melon is its ability to activate AMPK, the same metabolic pathway used by metformin. It's as if nature created its own version of the drug, complete with additional benefits like anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. And speaking of essential nutrients for diabetes control, there is a vital mineral that many people with high blood sugar levels are deficient in, without even knowing. The seventh ingredient is actually an essential mineral that every diabetic should use every day for the rest of their lives because it enhances the effect of insulin like never before. Magnesium is like the silent conductor of our metabolism. Though it rarely gets the spotlight, it is absolutely crucial for those dealing with diabetes. This essential mineral is involved in over 300 biochemical processes in the body, including the very mechanism of blood sugar control. What few people know is that about 80% of individuals with type 2 diabetes have a magnesium deficiency. It's a vicious cycle. Low levels of magnesium worsen blood sugar control, and high blood sugar levels cause the body to lose more magnesium through urine. It's like being on a metabolic seesaw that urgently needs balancing. The signs of magnesium deficiency can be subtle but significant: muscle cramps, especially at night, unexplained fatigue, irritability, heart palpitations, and even an intense craving for chocolate. Yes, that uncontrollable desire for chocolate could be your body asking for magnesium. The good news is that there are numerous natural sources rich in magnesium. Avocados, almonds, spinach, pumpkin seeds, and dark chocolate with a high cocoa content are true treasures of this mineral. A valuable tip: add a handful of pumpkin seeds to your morning yogurt. A single 30g serving provides almost 40% of your daily magnesium needs. When it comes to supplementation, the form of magnesium makes all the difference. Magnesium glycinate and magnesium taurate are considered the most effective forms for those with diabetes, as they are well absorbed and have additional benefits for glucose metabolism. The recommended daily dose varies between 300 to 400 milligrams, but some people may benefit from higher doses under medical supervision. A fascinating discovery from recent research shows that magnesium not only helps control blood sugar, but can also protect against diabetes complications. Studies suggest that adequate levels of this mineral can help prevent diabetic neuropathy and improve cardiovascular health. To maximize the absorption of magnesium, whether through food or supplements, several factors need to be considered. Adequate vitamin D is crucial for magnesium absorption, just as avoiding excessive consumption of coffee and alcohol, which can deplete this mineral's levels. A smart strategy is to combine magnesium sources with healthy fats, such as olive oil, which can improve its absorption. And speaking of nutrients that can make a significant difference in diabetes control, there is a powerful antioxidant that has shown impressive results, not just in glycemic control, but also in protecting against diabetic complications. The power of a specific potent antioxidant, which is our eighth ingredient, reverses nerve damage caused by diabetes and reduces pain within a few weeks. If there were a superhero in the world of antioxidants, alpha-lipoic acid would certainly be a strong candidate for the title. This unique compound has a feature that makes it truly special. It is soluble in both water and fat, allowing it to act in virtually any part of the body, including crossing the blood-brain barrier. What makes alpha-lipoic acid particularly interesting for those living with diabetes is its multifaceted ability to combat various aspects of the disease simultaneously. Imagine having an ally that not only helps control blood sugar, but also combats oxidative stress and protects nerves from damage caused by high glucose. One of the most impressive aspects of alpha-lipoic acid is its role in diabetic neuropathy, one of the most dreaded complications of diabetes. Clinical studies show that doses of 600 to 1,200 milligrams per day can significantly reduce pain, tingling, and numbness associated with neuropathy. It's as if alpha-lipoic acid were a protective shield for your nerves. But the benefits don't stop there. Alpha-lipoic acid also increases insulin sensitivity in a unique way. It activates a protein called AMPK, the same pathway used by metformin. Some studies suggest that it can improve glucose uptake by cells by up to 50%, an impressive number for a natural supplement. For those considering adding alpha-lipoic acid to their routine, It's important to understand that there are two forms, R-alpha-lipoic acid and S-alpha-lipoic acid. The R-alpha-lipoic acid form is the one naturally produced by the body and considered more potent. However, most supplements contain a 50-50 mix of both forms. A valuable tip: look for supplements that specify containing stabilized R-alpha-lipoic acid. The timing of supplementation also makes a difference. Alpha-lipoic acid is best absorbed on an empty stomach about 30 minutes before meals. However, some people may experience stomach discomfort. In these cases, starting with smaller doses and gradually increasing can help. A fascinating aspect of alpha-lipoic acid is its ability to recycle other antioxidants in the body, like vitamin C, vitamin E, and glutathione. It's like being the conductor of the antioxidant orchestra, helping each component perform at its best. However, there are some important precautions. Alpha-lipoic acid can significantly lower blood sugar levels, so people taking diabetes medications need to monitor their glycemic levels carefully. Additionally, due to its ability to chelate metals, it should be taken at different times from mineral supplements. Moreover, the text mentions a document pinned in the comments revealing a new natural ingredient touted as a metformin substitute, allegedly better than metformin and proven scientifically, but not widely disclosed due to pharmaceutical industry influence. This video is exclusively available through a link in the first pinned comment, offering a step-by-step guide on accessing this groundbreaking discovery that is purportedly threatening the empire of metformin. And speaking of remarkable natural solutions for diabetes, there is a common ingredient in your kitchen that has shown notable effects on glycemic control, especially when consumed at the right time. The ninth ingredient is a natural liquid present in almost all homes, yet few diabetics use it intentionally to reduce post-meal sugar and accelerate their metabolism to burn stubborn fat. Who would have thought that the simple condiment at the back of your pantry could be one of the most effective tools for natural diabetes control? Apple cider vinegar, with its rich history dating back to Hippocrates, the father of medicine, is proving to be much more than just a salad dressing. The secret of apple cider vinegar lies in its main active component, acetic acid. This compound acts as a true metabolic regulator, influencing how our body processes carbohydrates. Imagine having a natural moderator that helps smooth the impact of sugar in the bloodstream. That's exactly what apple cider vinegar does. Studies have shown remarkable results. Just 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar before a carbohydrate-rich meal can reduce the rise in blood sugar by up to 34%. Even more impressive, regular consumption can improve insulin sensitivity by up to 34% in people with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. The timing of consumption is crucial to maximize the benefits. The ideal time is about 15 to 30 minutes before main meals, especially those rich in carbohydrates. A valuable tip few know: mixing apple cider vinegar with a little Ceylon cinnamon enhances its effects on glycemic control. For those starting, there are various ways to incorporate apple cider vinegar into your routine. The most traditional is to dilute 1 to 2 tablespoons in a glass of water. To make it more palatable, a few drops of lemon and a pinch of cinnamon can do wonders. Some people prefer to create a morning shot by mixing apple cider vinegar, warm water, and a pinch of cayenne pepper. A fascinating aspect of apple cider vinegar is its effect on the gut microbiota. The mother of the vinegar, that cloudy part that settles at the bottom of the bottle, contains beneficial probiotics that can contribute to better glycemic control through intestinal health. It's like having a 2-in-1 product: glucose regulator and probiotic support. However, there are some important precautions to consider. Apple cider vinegar is highly acidic and can damage tooth enamel if not diluted properly. A practical tip: use a straw to drink the mixture and rinse your mouth with water afterward. Additionally, people with reflux issues should consult their doctor before starting regular consumption. For optimal results, choose an organic, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother. The color should be dark amber and slightly cloudy. This indicates the presence of beneficial bioactive compounds. An interesting observation: apple cider vinegar can also aid in satiety and weight control, a valuable additional benefit for those dealing with diabetes. And speaking of essential nutrients for diabetes control, there is a mineral that has captured the attention of researchers for its unique ability to improve insulin sensitivity. The 10th ingredient is an essential mineral that dramatically increases the effectiveness of insulin and reduces sugar cravings. When it comes to naturally controlling diabetes, chromium picolinate is like a master key that unlocks the maximum potential of insulin in your body. This trace mineral, although needed in tiny amounts, plays a huge role in glucose metabolism. Chromium picolinate is the most bioavailable form of chromium, specifically developed to maximize its absorption by the body. Think of it as a natural insulin amplifier. It binds to a compound called chromogulin, which dramatically enhances insulin's ability to transport glucose into cells. What makes chromium particularly interesting for those dealing with diabetes is its ability to improve insulin sensitivity at multiple levels. Studies show that people with type 2 diabetes often have lower levels of chromium, and supplementation can result in significant improvements in glycemic control. A landmark study published in Diabetes Care showed that supplementation with chromium picolinate, 1,000 micrograms per day, reduced hemoglobin A1c, HbA1c, by 0.6%, a significant reduction that can make a big difference in long-term diabetes management. Even more impressive, some participants were able to reduce their need for diabetes medications. For those considering supplementation, the typical dose ranges from 200 to 1,000 micrograms per day, usually divided into 2 or 3 doses. A valuable tip: chromium works best when taken with meals, as the amino acids in food aid its absorption. Interestingly, certain situations can increase our need for chromium. Intense physical exercise, chronic stress, and diets high in refined sugars can all deplete the body's chromium stores. It's as if our modern lifestyle creates a perfect storm for a deficiency of this essential mineral. While supplementation is a popular option, there are excellent dietary sources of chromium: broccoli, egg yolk, whole grains, and to the delight of many brewers, yeast and red wine, in moderation, of course. An interesting discovery: cooking in stainless steel pots can add small amounts of chromium to food. It's important to note that not everyone responds equally to chromium supplementation. People with adequate levels of the mineral may not notice significant benefits, while those with a deficiency tend to experience more dramatic results. Therefore, working with a healthcare professional to assess your individual needs is always recommended. Chromium also has benefits beyond glycemic control. Some studies suggest that it can help reduce cravings for carbohydrates and assist in weight management, valuable additional benefits for those dealing with diabetes. The video that is now appearing on your screen is perfect to help you further control your blood sugar levels. Click and see you in the next video.